Good morning, everybody. Hello, how are you? I'm just gonna move the camera. Trying to get a good angle where the light is good. I'm good. You're good. How's everybody doing? Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had a great day yesterday. It is Black Friday, which means I am not shopping, but I am gonna talk about that in a little bit. I had a couple of things I wanted to kind of chat about today. First thing, I don't know about anybody else. I had posted up on Facebook yesterday too about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade yesterday. I don't usually watch it. My wife likes to watch it. My mother will watch it. And so if I'm either at home or at her house, it tends to get put on. And so I catch glimpses of it or pieces of it. And I gotta tell you, I was disappointed. It just seemed like, especially at the beginning, there was a lot of just music and not just the bands, but a lot of singing and things like that. And it wasn't too bad, but it was just like one right after the other, and it got very monotonous. And they were okay, but not great. And so I was a little, couldn't wait to get through that, hoping that the floats and all of that would be better. Excuse me. But then we got to the floats, and it was the same thing. It was like every float had a singer on it, and it would stop and it would sing, and it just, you didn't get to enjoy the floats for what they were. Every now and then it would show one of the balloons coming through, which is nice, but it seemed like it was just a lot of stopping, a lot of singing, a lot of bands that I'd never even heard of before, or singers I haven't heard of before, and of course they're all lip syncing, some of them badly, some of them a little better, but it just seemed like it's the quality of it is just not great. And so I was very disappointed with it, and to be honest, I would have rather watched something else. Like I said, it wasn't like I sat down on the couch and watched it. I was either doing something else, either cooking or something else. Sometimes it was just not to watch it. I was doing something else. But it was very disappointing. So I posted up on Facebook yesterday, and it just seemed like a lot of people that responded felt the same way, that they don't watch it at all, or haven't watched it in years, or they were just as just as disappointed in it. So I wanted to get your thoughts on it as well, and see what you thought about it. If you watched it, if you didn't watch it, is it something that you haven't seen in a while? Because it just seems like that seems to be the norm, and I don't know if it's just the fact that people would rather cook or do something else rather than watch the parade, or if just the quality of the parade has been going down. I'd be interested to hear what everybody has to say on that. I was very, very disappointed. It just seemed like every float it would stop and somebody would be singing, and sometimes not even that good, and trying to lip sync a song, and even that wasn't good. So the song was bad, and then on top of that, their lip syncing on it was bad, and so it was very disappointing, and very frustrating, because it's one of those things that I like to see it, and I would hope that it would be good and it would be quality, but it wasn't there. And so I was just wondering if it's something that they're doing just for the sake of doing because it's a tradition, or if it's something that maybe they shouldn't do anymore. Maybe it's something they need to cancel. I don't know. And yes, it'd be kind of sad because they've been doing it for so long, and I don't know the number of years they've been doing it, but I know it's been a while. But it just seems like now at this point, maybe they're just doing it for the sake of doing it because it's tradition, and so they're trying to get this thing done, and the quality of it's going down. Maybe they're not getting the participation that they used to. I don't know. I don't know what the challenges are behind the scenes, but it's, to me, from looking at it, as a casual observer, if you will, it's just the quality of it wasn't there. And like I said, I would have watched something else. I wouldn't have even watched it, but it was on. Again, maybe it's just on in our house because it's a tradition to put on in our house. I don't, I understand that there's a joy in that, and some people like to watch it. Seeing the floats and seeing some of the music was okay, but I just think if they brought in better singers, maybe. I don't know. I wish I don't have a solution for it. So and like I said, I don't know all the back end of it, so I can't speak on it that way. But I'm just looking at it as somebody who is sitting at home, watching it. Just is it something? It's probably something I won't. Again, I would rather not watch it. I don't know if next year it'll be on in our house. I don't know. We were just very disappointed. Even my wife said the same thing. It just seemed like every float had a decent to subpar singer singing, and their 3-4 minutes of fame, and then it was moving on to the next one. So, yeah, it was very disappointing, and I wish they had done a better job. I just think something like that, because it's built up, it's such a big thing that the quality at the least should be there. Even if it's shorter, shorten it up, but make it quality. Quality over quantity, as I say. And like I said, I don't know the back ends of it, so I don't know if their viewership is going down. But there seemed to be a lot of people there. But I know it's New York, but still, a lot of people go to see it and you go to watch it. So I don't know. It was very, very frustrating for me personally trying to watch it, and I wanted to enjoy it. I really did, but it's just it's very, very disappointing. Very disappointing overall. So that's my spiel. So I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. But like I said, to me, it just seems like now they're at a point where they're doing it for the sake of doing it, because it's that tradition of doing it, and they're not putting the quality in. And I don't know. I don't have the answers. I really don't. But like I said, let me know what you think. So that's it. I'm finished. I'm not gonna talk about the parade any longer, other than to respond within the comments if you have something to say about it. Like I said, I'd love to hear what your thoughts were on it. Did you watch it? Have you not watched it in years? What's your take on it? Is it maybe something that they should think about not doing anymore? Which I know is a huge thing to say, but I don't know. So that's that. And then the other thing I want to talk about is Black Friday. So here's my thing on Black Friday. I don't go anywhere near a store on Black Friday. I try not to leave my house as much as possible on Black Friday. Even though I'm at the local coffee shop, I didn't have to go far. Had some errands I had to run this morning, but I wanted to come in and do this and do the show. And kids are at home, so I decided to come out here and do it. But yeah, I tend to stay home as much as possible on Black Friday because I worked in retail for a number of years. Total combined about 10 years of retail, and I've worked my fair share of Black Fridays on the retail side, and it's a nightmare. So I fully understand and I sympathize with those that have to work retail today, and not just today, but from now until really mid to late January. It just gets really crazy because everybody's trying to shop. They're trying to get what they need to by Christmas, and then once Christmas hits, you have all the people coming in to do exchanges and returns and all of that, and so or spend their gift certificates. That's the other thing. So it's a lot of gift certificates, a lot of exchanges, a lot of returns from Christmas on. So it's a very hectic 2 months in the retail world right now, starting today especially. So this is one of those days where I tend to stay home. My wife, on the other hand, is the shopper. She's the one that was out. She goes out, never even came home really. Last night we were at my in-laws, so she went right from there with her aunt and a couple other people, and they went out shopping all night. So that she enjoys it. Good for her. I love that she does that. But for me, I don't want that environment. It's just too crazy. People get nuts. Like I said, I've been in that retail space, and I have been, literally yelled at, sworn at, called names. I've had things thrown at me. People get nuts. People really do. They get crazy this time of year, and so, especially out being in retail, I stay away from anything retail as much as possible, especially in the first, not just today, but probably this first week, probably until December. I will stay away from anything retail as much as possible. Yes, of course, sometimes we need to do it, and I will I will do my best, but like I said, it's something that I try to stay away from, especially this first week. It gets a little easier after the next weekend, but excuse me, once you get into December, it does get a little easier. Still busy, don't get me wrong, and busy I don't mind. I don't mind busy. I don't mind the crowds. That's fine. But when people get really just kind of out there, I don't know, their mind just stops working, and so I tend to stay away from the Black Fridays. But let me know in the comments if you do your Black Friday shopping. Do you go out right from Thanksgiving dinner to do your shopping like my wife does, or do you maybe come home, sleep a few hours, and then head out? Or is it something that you just completely and totally stay away from? Again, I'd be interested to hear. Let me know in the comments. And the last little thing I want to talk about real quick is 2018 is right around the corner. I know it's scary to think about, but December 1st is a week from today. So we are 1 week away from December, and then we have, from Monday, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks till Christmas, 5 until New Year's. So really we have about 5 weeks left of 2017, about a decade off from 2017. And so I am personally gearing up. I am planning out this weekend. I'll be planning out my December, kind of finalizing my 2018 plans. And then really just in a couple weeks, because it's Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, those following Sundays. So probably around the 17th is when I'll start planning out that first month, that January of 2018, based on the goals that I've locked in and set for the year. So really that's 3 weeks away from Sunday. So it's just coming fast, and December tends to fly by. I have 3 birthdays in 3 days in December, so between that, couple of things, I start to get ready for Christmas, get the decorations going, all that stuff. So it goes November, December especially, I think they fly by. They go so fast because you're gearing up for the holidays between Thanksgiving and Christmas, or whatever you celebrate in December, whether it's Hanukkah or whatever it is. You're gearing up for the holidays, and so it goes by so fast. So before we know it, it's going to be 2018. So get ready, everybody. So that's it. That's all I really have to say. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Again, throw up in the comments what you think about the parade, Black Friday shopping. Are you ready for 2018? Let me know. I will, again, keep an eye on the comments and respond, as I always try to do. But other than that, I hope everybody has a great Friday. Be careful out there. Be kind. Have a great weekend, and I will see everybody on Monday.